Zara Larsson is a Swedish pop star and she's trending online not because of her music, but because of an abortion joke she made online and about the fans' comments. And people are kind of divided about it at the moment because it's, you know, some people find it hilarious and others find it quite offensive. But yeah, so let's see what happened and why everybody is so divided about it. Alright, so what started the whole controversy was that a fan posted a TikTok video from Zara Larsson's concert, and it says that she performed while unknowingly pregnant and later on had a pregnancy. In this post, it says, "I did not know I was pregnant here, but at least my baby got to hear Midnight Sun before I aborted it." Like, really? Why make a joke about this? Anyways, moving on. Alright, and this is what escalated the whole situation. Zara actually saw the comment and she replied saying, "I killed the performance and then you killed it after the performance. Père." Now, obviously, that would cause a serious, massive reaction from the internet because people are going haywire with this, right? When I saw this, I had very crazy reaction because I mean I understand people see these things from different perspective. Some saw this like some people could see this as hilarious, while others thought this like really crossed the line, because it's like serious issue. Anyway, people felt very extreme about this whole situation because it was going crazy over like in the internet. So very quickly, the internet divided into two camps. One group of people thought abortion is a very serious and emotional topic and should not be joked about publicly, especially when celebrities trivialize the struggles of many people in respect to this situation, in respect to abortion. And even people that consider themselves pro-choice thought this joke was quite offensive and they were quite uncomfortable with it. On the other hand, we have people that thought this is quite funny and hilarious because they were like, okay, she made the joke herself and she wasn't offended. On the other hand, there are people defending Zara because apparently the fan herself made the comments and didn't sound offended, and Zara responded to the comments in the tone of like the comments. So basically, she thought it wasn't so serious and responded hand in hand with that. And people online were like, well, it's hilarious. We make jokes all the time about serious issues and people are just becoming overly sensitive. I mean, yeah, but this is quite of an issue. So as the backlash grew more and more, Zara responded with a TikTok video, and instead of apologizing, no, she instead doubled down on it. So let's watch it together and see what she says. I mean, I get people can find different, can look at things from a different perspective because we are all different. But I think there's some topics that are very sensitive and should not be joked about just like that. Anyway, let's keep going.
But also, I'm not really here to argue with the people who are very against abortions for whatever reason, because we're so fundamentally different in the way we view the world, at least on this topic. So I'm not here trying to like convince you guys that abortion is healthcare or whatever. I actually want to have a little one-on-one with the people who I saw a lot of comments that were like, this is not something to joke about. I am so pro-choice. I am as pro-choice as the next person, but abortion is like a very serious topic. And I just want to know why that is. Why do you feel like abortion is only okay when it's a very hard decision, when it's something that women have to struggle with going through, when it's like emotionally or physically painful? Why is it only okay? Why does that make it like morally superior than someone just wanting an abortion for whatever reason? Like,
all right, these are struggles people go through. It's not an easy decision. I mean, for some people it's easier than others, but it's not funny, you know. Don't make it sound like it's something that you just get up and keep on pushing, you know. Oh, I'm gonna do this. And I feel like she's extremely she's trivializing it to a fault. I get what she's trying to do, like trying to remove the stigma from it, make people understand that it's a healthcare decision, and it has its pros, it has its cons as well. But don't make it sound like it's easy. You feel me? Like, it's not that easy. Anyway, let's keep watching.
Why is it only morally okay when women have to suffer? Now riddle me that. Why can't it just be okay for a woman to want to have an abortion? And then yes, I do agree. I feel like we should prevent it. We should teach sexual education to children. We should make sure that we, like, if we don't want babies, like, have birth control, you know, access to free condoms, free whatever. But also, that doesn't mean that you have to have a baby because of it. So if you are in this, like, I'm pro-choice if the woman's been raped, no, baby, if you are pro-choice, you have to be pro-choice always. And I feel like joking about stuff like that, which is a serious topic, it also makes it something that we can just talk about. It doesn't have to be taboo. It doesn't have to be this, like, bad thing that women do. Because also, if we speak about it in a casual manner, that also makes the women who go through it and who are actually suffering through it, because of course there are women that, you know, they want their babies but they can't keep them because they might, like,
even if you're pro-choice doesn't mean you need to joke about it. This is a very sensitive topic. Some people, it's not one thing to just, okay, I understand your concept of making it sound like it's a good thing, but making a joke out of it doesn't mean, okay, because I'm pro-choice, I can joke about it. Those are two different things.
Even have symptoms that'll make it, like, impossible for them to. I've seen so many cases about this in Texas where women want their children and they have to do abortions because they will not live outside of the womb and they can't have it because of the fucking policies around it. So let's just make more jokes. So like, the fuck, like, I don't know, like, abortion is healthcare, what can I say? And it's not better because women have to suffer. Mwah.
Women go through a lot of things. Their body goes through different physiology, and it doesn't make it any easier to make it a joke, right? Like, celebrities, most especially, you can't joke about this because watching you, the internet is just going to go haywire with it. Anyways, this is just crazy. And I feel like this issue brings up, like, a bigger conversation, in the sense of, like, are some topics really off limits when it comes to humor, like jokes? Because dark humor has always existed, right from time. People joke about basically everything: politics, emotional issues, controversial issues. And right now, abortion is like trending topics right now in the world. And so when a celebrity jokes about this, it's guaranteed to cause backlash in the internet. And one interesting fact about this topic really is that it shows the bigger picture, in the sense of that in a situation like this, especially with abortion, with people that support abortion rights, they quite disagreed with Zara's comments. And it goes as far as to show that this is quite a very complicated topic, you know, because to some people this is quite painful and emotional topic to talk about, while for others it's basically just a medical procedure and should not be stigmatized, you know. So basically, and when humor enters into the conversation, people really interpret this differently, you know, based on different perspective. This situation also highlights how social media interprets this sort of conversation, because and this go as far as to highlight something very particular about internet culture. So social media rewards very extreme reactions. When something controversial happens online, conversation becomes very polarized, in the sense that you are expected to say something either very unacceptable, you defend it completely, and that's not very realistic, because situations are more nuanced than that. Issue has been a debate long before Zara's comment, and this joke, all it did was basically just point a flashpoint on this issue, and people just, you know, it's like pouring gasoline into fire. It made it worse. and for a celebrity to join into this conversation, you can imagine the reaction. It's going to go crazy. Anyways, I'm curious to know, what do you guys think about this? Because for me, it's insane. Like I said, I don't think it's something to joke about, because it's a very sensitive topic. Even if it's medical, I understand that she's trying to remove the stigma from it, which we should, but it shouldn't be joked about, you know, trivializing the topic, because it basically removes the seriousness and the sensitivity surrounding this. It's not an easy conversation, it's not an easy decision to make sometimes, and it shouldn't be made to seem easy as such. Anyways, I'm curious to know, what do you guys think about this whole dilemma? And let me know in the comments what you think. I'm very curious to see. Alright, bye, and on to the next one.